Mercedes-Benz is no stranger to, let's call it, pushing its cars into more realistic price points. But with today's compact cars being as good as they are, it's tough to see the value in something like an entry-level Mercedes like this, the 2019 A-Class. Sometimes you have to ask yourself, why bother? The 2019 A-Class makes a solid case for the premium hatchback. It's been around in Europe for more than 20 years, but only this year is it coming to the US and Canada as a 2019 model. But even then, we're still a little shortchanged. Across the globe, the A-Class is available with 3 new engine options and 2 transmissions, including a turbo diesel. But we Canadians only get the top-of-the-line 2-liter turbo 4. But that's okay, because it makes 221 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. Paired to the standard 7-speed dual-clutch automatic and all-wheel drive, it's a snappy little car. Steering is just absolutely numb at low speeds, but it wakes up with some feel the faster you go. Road noise is minimal, but you might notice some extra whistling around the sunroof at highway speeds. The closely related CLA and GLA have seen their fair share of flack when it comes to their interiors, but that is so not the case with the A-Class. As long as you aren't counting on the supple leather out of the S-Class, you will not be disappointed. But the real story inside the A-Class is the tech. A pair of sharp 7-inch displays lifted right out of the E-Class, spanning most of the dashboard, will be standard. This is home to MBUX, Mercedes' new infotainment system. The gauge cluster can be configured to display an array of information. Think Audi's virtual cockpit, while the center screen can be manipulated via touchscreen or a new touchpad on the center console. It might look a little intimidating at first, but if you spent any time with a smartphone, you will get the hang of MBUX in no time. And once you do, you'll never go back to any other infotainment system. It's that good. MBUX also includes a new voice command system. It's actually one of the more natural systems you could use, and it's activated simply by saying, "Hey Mercedes," followed by your command. That said, it can be spotty and certain commands will trip it up. Naturally, the A-Class is chock-a-block full of active safety features. Blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control, a 360-degree camera. I could go on, but you get the idea. When the A-Class launches in Canada this November, it's clear it won't really be everyone's cup of tea. On one hand, it'll certainly appeal to those who are inseparable with their smartphones. Those types of consumers will just love the tech. But on the other hand, if all you want is more of a nicer or premium hatchback, then you'll probably be better off with something like a fully loaded Volkswagen GTI. Unless, of course, you go all out with the options. At that point, the A-Class comes into a league all of its own with its thoroughly impressive tech. Just be prepared to spend more than a few bucks on the options. For Driving.ca, I'm Nick Stragianis.